All right, give me a good clap. You count on this time.
Oh, I just gave you the clap.
I didn't hear no clap.
I clapped the shit out of it.
Oh, do it again.
Oh. Wait, I've already started though.
Do it again. Come on.
Oh god. Is that good enough?
I did not hear a single thing.
I've clapped. I clapped.
I don't believe you.
I clapped like 8 times. I'm recording this shit. I don't give a fuck. I clapped like 3 times.
I literally cannot hear anything.
Well, because I don't know. I clapped.
Look, man, we got to come with the clap, or else it doesn't. We can't hear nothing.
I clapped. I clapped, and it's gonna say
then,
that.
Here, can you hear my clap? Can you hear mine?
No, I can't hear your clap.
Yeah, Discord.
I think it's Discord, not us. I think it's because. Yeah, I clapped. I 100% clapped like twice. When you said clap, I clapped again.
So give me a countdown then.
1, 2, 3.
Cool, we can work with that.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you where my clap was when I send you the.
It don't matter anymore.
It does now, because when I play this back, I'm gonna hear my clap, and you're not gonna hear the clap. If you know what I'm saying. Do we got the clap? Do you have the clap?
No, never in my life.
I've never had the clap either.
I've been with women of repute instead of ill repute.
Oh, I've never had the clap. I've also never I've never used a condom either.
Right. Okay.
That's a lot to tell people already.
That's a jumping off point. Why? First
what?
of all, why?
I don't know. It was just like, those like spur of the moment, like sexcapades. It just happens.
When you're feeling it.
Well, I mean,
the mood is right.
It's like
the skyrockets are in flight. You know?
It's like, you get the, when the NASA gives you the T minus 10 seconds count, it's just there. And then, or the T minus 10 minutes. I don't know. But it's just, you get erect and then you just go for it. You just say, fuck it. And then you just go, well, hopefully this girl's clean. If she's not, I'm getting an STD. So, I mean, I guess that sounds kind of weird.
Every girl I've ever been with has been like a long time girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's never been a spur of that moment. So I guess I don't know, man.
Mine,
got the reference.
Mine's are more like it's what the fuck. It's more of a. So my first time was like a one night stand, which I don't really like doing.
Yeah. And
that, like, there's your spur of the moment kind of thing right there. Like the spur of the moment, you just don't have. And also, for men, you don't want to have like condoms in your wallet, because if you have condoms in your wallet, the lube will just dry out, and so it just cracks. So what's the point of having a condom in your pocket? Also, if you don't like think you're going to get laid that night, then
that's
like,
every night.
what's the point of having a condom, right?
I don't think I'm gonna get laid any night, actually.
Dude, I thought you were like that.
That
one,
right?
The sleep in my car on the beach one was gonna be the you're gonna put it in her hole.
Savage, man. Jesus.
I'm not that mean. I'm sorry, women. You guys, I mean, you guys should be getting laid too, and you guys should do what you need to do to get fucked or get laid or whatever. But my first time was at a party. It was my friend's birthday party that I went to, and
how old were you?
23.
23.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, that's my virginity when I was 23.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, there's people that are 40-year-old virgins, so I'm winning there.
I wouldn't have thought that would have beat you on that race.
Oh, I've only been with like 4 women.
Cool. All right. 23. Go on.
Yeah, I've only been with like 4 of them, so I'm not like afraid to say it, but my first one was, I was at a party. It was my friend's party, and this girl I went to like junior high with was there, and obviously there's drinking involved, and yeah, one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden I'm in my friend's bedroom while he's on the ground,
Passed out.
passed out. Yeah, and I'm like fucking her on his own bed.
Nice.
I've never told this gentleman ever that I did that to him. That's so it's so bad to say, but I haven't told him at all. And then, my second one was just like a fling with someone, and then actually most of my sexcapades are just with flings with people.
Interesting.
But I trust that those women are clean. I guess I don't know.
I have also
And I'm
trusted
pretty sure they feel the same way about me too. As like that they think I'm clean too. So I guess if one, if people are, I guess I don't know. I don't
it's a
know.
level of trust.
Yeah, level of trust. There we go. That's the word. Oh, there, I'm opening up to everybody now.
Damn, dog. All right.
I know, dude. It's crazy out here. I'm all like, telling people about my sex. What the fuck was that?
What?
That was crazy. Oh, I think Frank wagged his tail and hit something and scared the shit out of me. But yeah, those are my sexcapades. I've only been with 4 people. But like girlfriend wise, I mean, I've been with like, I would say 10. I don't fucking know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't really know how we
see.
got onto the topic of sex, but
You just went right into it, man.
What are you talking
hurdled
about?
yourself.
no, I don't. What are you talking about?
You absolutely did. You hurdled us right in.
Nah, you can't. Nah.
Yeah, you did, man. This is all you.
Nah, dude. You wrong. What I do is I just, we were talking about clapping, and then it went to the clap.
Yeah, the clap. Yes,
It went to the
Women
clap.
of ill repute. Yeah.
So
then
if
you're
it
like,
goes-
oh, I've never. I've always gone bareback.
Well, I guess. Well, I mean, it's,
Yeah. Am I wrong?
no, you're not. I mean, we're talking about STDs and shits. I mean, not STDs, but we're talking about the clapped on the. So when he does it in post, he can just sync it up, so the sound of us, whatever you want to fucking call it.
I'm glad we've come
Think
full
so.
circle onto.
Well, yeah, we came full circle on the clap. About the clap, and about Terry's sex life and Drew's somewhat sex life.
Lack of.
I wouldn't say lack of. I would
That
just say,
reminds me. The other day, we were playing games as we do,
yeah.
and we just got on the topic of like virgins, and
Virgin.
Denty was like going in on it. He's like, "Oh, I'm a virgin." I'm like, "Well, duh, you're a young boy. I hope so."
Well, I mean,
And
I wouldn't like, even when I was that young, I didn't even like get into the like sex and shit like that. I guess I wasn't. I don't know. I really wanted to do it, but no girl wanted to do it with me.
That the story of everyone's life. I just happened to have this this girl, that I was dating, and she was down.
Down to fuck?
No, not that. Just other things. She had an oral fixation. Just say the least.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
some people rather have oral than sex because they think it feels better. I don't know.
hey, Terry, guess what?
What?
I'm not one of those people. I was fiending for it back then, and it wouldn't happen, man. But I was young. It's fine. I was like 15, 16. The first time I like lost my virginity was my first time. I don't know why I said that. I guess if you would consider that losing your virginity with oral, then yeah, it would be that at the age of like 15.
Yeah, that's like that's oral popping cherry, I guess, not sticking your dick in a vagina.
Yeah, and that was when I was 19. I was in college.
That's not bad, man. You beat
Freshman
me.
year. Yeah, which is impressive. You're a real man's man.
I'm not a real
lady
man.
killer.
I'm not a lady killer at all, man. People,
You are.
it's funny because people think I'm cooler than I am, and I'm not really that cool.
Yeah, you're wonderful.
I'm a great human being, but I don't think people should think that I'm like fucking cool. I don't know, like some fucking popular kid. I guess I'm really humble. I guess I don't know.
No, I think you're cool. You got to give yourself more credit.
Well, I'm glad that you think I'm cool. I just don't think I'm cool. I don't know why I don't think I'm cool, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. But keep going. I really want to know. Yeah, keep going.
So I mean, yeah, it was freshman year in college. Did we talk about that story about like me talking to my friend at the pep rally, and I was giving him my gay porn category of like I wonder if it existed.
No,
and then she was right
yes.
there.
Yes, yeah.
Quick recap.
But you can give people recaps. Yeah, give them a recap.
I just remember like I was doing marching band in college, and I was talking to one of my friends at a pep rally. He was the guy who was like the bass drum next to me,
Right.
and then we were just chit chatting, and I was like, man, I wonder if there is a gay porn category where like guys titty fuck other fat guys. And he's like, Drew, it sounds like that's your $1 million idea. And I said, maybe that's the case. And then I turn around and like not even turn around. I look to my right, and there's this girl that I've been talking to, like looking at me, and very much aware of what I was saying. So I talked to her, and we dated for like on again, off again for like my entire time in college. So
really,
I guess she didn't. Yeah, that was
maybe she was into
some things.
The titty fucking or something. Was she into titty fucking?
I don't know if she's into it, but she was into try things. One thing I will say is I did not. She told me some things that she was into, and like in all honesty, I'm gonna keep that secret because
right.
I told her like I wouldn't tell anyone. So I remember that being like a big deal. That she told me like one of her fetishy type things, and I was like, oh,
is
cool.
Is it weird?
Like
on a scale of 1 to 10 of weird, 10 being the weirdest.
Like give me a reference of what you think is weird.
I don't know, like
name a fetish that's a 10. Name a fetish that's
a fetish that would be a 10. I would say like. I don't know. I've seen some weird shit in my life, so I
need a point of reference here.
I think you like some girl taking a shit on your dick or something like that, and then her giving you a blowjob. I don't know.
So if that's the case, then we're going 8.
8?
Yes.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I wonder if she's doing that right now.
For a second,
yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Dude, are you saying if mine was a scale of 1 to 10 and that was 10, she has an 8? Oh, dude, you got to tell me off air. This has got to be some juicy ass shit.
Yeah, no,
you're going to.
Respect,
it's not a can. You're going to.
I respect her enough. Oh my god, my computer's freaking out right now.
But you said you would keep the secret
to
a minimum.
To her. I told her I wouldn't tell anyone, and to be honest, I haven't. So.
Well, I mean, in a case like no one really listens to this podcast ish. Not yet, but I'm pretty sure people will. But one day you'll say it to the masses, and then she'll come to you and be like, "You said you weren't gonna tell me this to people," and you're like, "Well, I mean, that was like 20 years ago. You'll be fine. You don't do that with your husband or significant other."
No, she's married now.
Now, see? Oh, then she definitely.
The guy after me is the one that she married. Yes.
Oh, really? That's some bullshit. Yeah, I always feel like when I like start seeing someone or whatever, like, and then they're like, I don't really want to, like, we could be friends, and then you just become the friend zone, and then all of a sudden they get someone else, and then somehow they like get married, or like they have a life together or some shit, or they're like all that shit. I feel like I'm like a Good Luck Chuck or whatever the fuck that movie is.
To the happy relationship.
Yeah,
dude, I've thought that many times. Let's see. Actually, no, who am I kidding? I don't really know what most of my exes are doing now. I think one for sure got married, and I know that because I talked to her afterward. We're still cordial and friends with each other. So that
Right.
that's fine. And then there was another one in high school that I want to say pretty soon after we dated, she like found this guy in the Navy and then started dating and married him, kids, whatnot.
Yeah, see, that's good for
Yeah,
them.
no,
I don't know.
I have no
guess-
ill will towards anyone except for like except for
Oh,
that
yeah,
that
neither
first
do
girl.
I. Any of? Oh, was that the ear
No.
one? Oh,
No, I don't have any ill will
I don't know
against
about
the ear
that.
one either.
oh, I don't know about the first one.
I
What was
that's
the
what I was
first
telling you
one?
about the 15-year-old one.
Oh, gotcha. The one that loved to give oral.
Yes. And then she went into like the military.
Interesting. That's a really interesting thing to do, I guess.
What gets more interesting is like we broke up, and her dad was like a gun guy, right? So we
Okay.
broke up, and we had a lot of we had like legal problems like between us, and that she was
Oh, I
Yeah,
think I know
she
what
was
you're
the
talking
one
about.
that like sued me, and I had to like get a lawyer at the age of like 16 to
Over something really stupid.
correct. So after we broke up, I remember like getting a message from one of my friends, and he's like, "Hey, is this your girlfriend?" And he's like, "Send me a picture." And I was like, "Yeah," or then she's my ex. And he's like, "Yeah, she's been at the shooting range a lot lately, and she's like, practicing shotgun shooting." I'm like, "Oh, interesting." That warms my heart. So after that, she started to get really into target shooting, and then come college, she was like at an Olympic level in terms of accuracy.
Oh, that's good though.
What are
Does-
you
does she
fucking
still do it
talking
now?
about? That's a terrible thing. That just means like, oh, if she ever
What do you
wants
mean?
to kill me, doesn't matter how far, she got me.
I don't think she's gonna kill you.
Yeah, I
man.
don't think she will either. At this point,
No, I'm just saying, as in like that's like something cool that happened with her. I guess I wouldn't say. I guess her focus was more on that than it was you, and essentially in a way, I guess.
I would not
Not
say
in a
that it
bad
was
way.
just on that, but
Well, probably other things that I don't know. But I mean, well, let's go back to Denti.
I mean, no, that was just the initial thing was I told him like, yeah, it has been like years. It's since I've laid with.
I
a
think I
woman.
was I there for
You
this
might have.
conversation?
I don't know. You're in and out sometimes, and I'm in and out sometimes, so I'm never sure when you're there or not.
Well, I mean, I know that we were talking about the one last night when we were rating, and we were talking about, I guess the last time we had sex or whatever the fuck it was, and then you said it's been a while, and then Gente was all like, "How long is a while?" And you're like, 4 years or some shit like that or something. You
Yep.
said, yeah, that was it. Yeah, because no, it started off with when we were talking to God, do I say his name?
Just say some letters.
Shush. When I was talking to Shush, and you said that he had a woman friend because he's got sick.
Shush.
Remember? Shush.
I-
Shell.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, "What?" I was like, "He's getting some," and then you're like, "Oh, he doesn't have a girlfriend or whatever," and then I think that's how it all started when we were running like Deepstone Crypt or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Save yourself for someone,
Yes.
people. Don't let your first time be
Mistake.
bad. It's always going to be sad. Are
I
you
don't
sick?
know, dude. I've been feeling some like weird stuff in my chest recently. Been kind of coffee for a
Really?
while.
Mine's been in my head. Like I have some I think I got a concussion when I was in Florida. I think I got a
The
concussion.
fuck? Did you hit your head on something?
Well, okay, so hey Sheldon's playing. Oh God, I said his name. Sheldon's playing Destiny now. No, maybe he should get him on the podcast. That'd be dope. Anyways, no, so when you ride roller coasters, it has those like tells you put your head back in those headrests, but the headrests have like somewhat of no padding, and then like when you're doing the loops and the turns and twists and shit like that, your head hits those fucking things.
Okay, yeah.
And when I was at Islands of Adventures in Florida, when I was on my vacation, I rode the Hulk roller coaster and the Velocicoaster, and those had those things, and I think I just whacked my head on them like hella hard because I was putting my head back, but also I was like trying not to like lean forward too much so I didn't get whiplash. But I think I was just in that pocket of getting fucked up, getting whacked left and right for, a good solid minute and a half. Yeah, so I think I got a concussion because I've been like hella loopy in the last for almost like a week. But I think I also could be sick. I don't really know. I have no idea. Maybe I'm just dying, which is more or less likely because it is possible. I mean, I am slowly dying. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't do drugs, kids. It's not good. But no, it was yeah. I feel like I'm sick, but I'm not sick. My body says I'm sick. I don't feel sick. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. What about you, Drew?
What's going on with
me? Yeah, what's going on?
I'm still trying to figure out this like TV issue. Like it's been on my mind literally this whole time we've been talking. I've been like fucking around with some things, really? And I'm just trying to figure out like why the fuck. I'm thinking I should probably update the TV. In all honesty,
maybe what you could do is you can just be like, "Hey, folks, comment below and tell them what's wrong with this fucking TV."
No one would see it, though. That's the thing.
Well, tell them what TV you have and what's going
Logitech, on. My LG C2, not Logitech. Man, next once Logitech makes a TV, oof.
Well, Logitech makes a TV. Guess who's gonna be right there?
Goddamn
Take my money,
right.
bitch.
It's just, I don't know. It's
what's the problem? Your
my LG C2
OLED,
the newest version, the 2021 version. It's like I randomly get like little lines across like horizontally that are like the wrong color, like the pixel, array it's writing is just like not accurate.
Yeah. Do you think that it has like an update to make
technically speaking, yes,
that not happen, or do you think it's the whatever the fuck you had to do to change whatever?
There is
the controller.
So I told you how I have like a what do you call it? Like a service remote, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might have something to do with that.
Because I think that might be causing the problems. The service remote. Wait, what did you need the service remote for? Again, I forgot.
To what's the word? To make it so it doesn't ever dim itself.
Like
yeah,
auto
it turns
dim?
off auto dimming.
That's all you needed for it to do is turn auto dim
I guess. Which, in all honesty, I'm looking back on, and I just don't think it's really that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go turn it off and figure out if that actually matters.
You mean
no?
turn
I'm
on?
Turn on, change all the settings back.
So just like factory reset the
probably
TV, essentially, and see
and
if
what
that
I'm
works.
seeing is that it's something to do with it's something to do with what is it? Variable refresh rates. So when I
But what's the what the fuck?
the refresh rate? It's
What's the
120.
hertz? Yeah, what's the hertz? That's not bad. But do you have it set at 120?
Like I've had this problem.
I don't know.
With an older like the other monitor I have. You know what I'm talking about? So like I have the one on top.
Yeah.
I've had this is my second one of those. In all honesty, I got the first one and then I had like a flickering issue like a couple weeks after I got it, and I said to myself, man, if I'm going to spend $900 on a monitor, I should probably have one that works and I can get the full extent. So,
or you should just don't buy an OLED TV to game on.
Worst case scenario, other monitor's sitting right there.
Worst case scenario, what are you going to do with that TV?
It's a TV, I could figure it out. So far, it's been fine for everything else. It only seems to be.
Well,
so,
you should
what I'm
You take that TV and stick it in your bathroom so you can watch shit while you're taking a poo poo.
So what I'm thinking,
That's what I would do.
it honestly might be is the HDMI port of my graphics card.
Why
Just because I don't ever use it. I don't know. It's
how could an HDMI cord
ports.
affect
Just the
a TV
ports.
output, even though it's not even plugged in?
I've had
there?
this problem before with bad HDMI cables, so I'm going to try a bunch of other things. I am, dude. It's a lot of money, all right? And I accidentally spent the money on it. I don't know if I've told you this story where I sold some crypto to buy this, and I definitely used the wrong card for it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I mean,
yeah, it was.
I mean, I know. Trust me, I know you spent a lot of. It's a lot of money to have that thing, so I completely understand it. I mean, I would do as much as I can to, make it work instead of
giving up on it.
Be like, oh, this is a lot of money loss to me, essentially. But I mean, what I game on is like I don't like anything bigger than. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll get there, but I've been playing on like 24-inch monitors for like the last 10 years while gaming.
24-inch monitors, and
I don't want 24-inch monitors, and I don't want anything bigger than that.
Oof, it's too small for me, man. Like
the reason behind it,
yeah.
I'll tell you the reason behind why I play on 24 is because I don't have to look so far.
I use a lot of my peripheral vision. Like I'm very used to not having to like turn my head or like move my eyes or anything. So
yeah,
dude, I disabled these features. It's not doing good.
Well, the thing is like, well, I mean, when I play, like when you have a 24-inch monitor in front of you, you don't have to look that far. You just look in front of you.
But
the field of view is smaller, but you don't have to. If you have like let's say a 32 or whatever the fuck that you have, ultra wide,
49-inch ultra wide.
It's a lot of screen to fucking look at. Whereas in my 24 inches, I just look at right in front of me, and I know how to fucking do shit. I guess I don't know. I don't really like the. I don't know. Like I said, eventually, I'm pretty sure I'll get to.
I'm telling you, get a
27-inch
or
not like a 32 or a 27-inch, probably. I don't know.
I'm updating my TV, by the way. I feel like it's got to be on my computer because I'm looking at.
I'm
looking at this month.
This motherfucker is still on about his fucking TV. We're doing a podcast right now, and this motherfucker's
flickering me. I mean, it's flashing at me. God damn it!
My fucking TV. God damn it! I really want this fucking thing to work. Okay,
it's buyer's remorse. It's it's like the sunk cost fallacy. Like I will not let go of this because I spent so much on it.
I agree on that. I recently I was wondering. So my car has. So I have a Toyota Rav4.
It's a sexy
like a 2019
car.
Rav4. It's a nice car. It's nice. Let's just say it feels good on my ass. I've had I've had 3 WRXs, I think. Yeah, I had 3 of them. So going from like 3 WRXs to this RAV4 is like luxury for me. Even though some people might not think a RAV4 is luxury, it is to me.
It's so
Fuck
nice.
You.
Like, oof, goddamn.
but so there's these like modes in there. There's like eco mode, sport mode, normal mode, and like rock, gravel, or no, it's like dirt, mud,
like loose ground
gravel,
kind of thing.
I don't know, and like ice, yeah, and then like ice and snow, like different modes to like for the weather or whatever. So recently, I've been like, I don't know what this is a relevance, but like I've been getting like hella shitty like miles to the like gallon. Yeah, so I'm like, and I'm in eco mode, which reduces like wear and tear on your engine and like uses less power and shit like that. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So recently, the last couple of days, I've been using in normal mode, and I've realized that I've been getting better gas mileage on normal mode than I do on fucking eco mode. So I'm pissed. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Like, on average, when I go to work, it says, I don't believe half the time what the like So when I get out of my car or when I turn my car off, it tells me how long my trip was of when I first started it.
Gives you all that information.
Your miles per gallon. Yeah, it gives me all this like cool information that I think is really cool. Because I'm kind of like a statistic kind of dude. I like statistics. I don't fucking know why, but I do, even though I'm dumb as hell.
Nerd alert! God damn.
Yeah, so like me finding out that like me going to work on average was like, I would say like 26 miles to the gallon or whatever on eco mode. And then I just recently went to work today, and then I got like 28. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So like 2 more gallons is not,
it's not the end of the world, but
it's marginal, but
that's still,
but it's like,
it's still a full trip's worth of, full trip to work over the course of your entire.
Yeah. And then, and then when I went to do stuff after I got off work and I got to the place that I was going to, I like usually when I get home, it's like 28 miles to the gallon. And then when I got to the place, I had 32, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm just gonna leave my shit in normal mode. So if you have a RAV4 from 2019 and above, and it has all those fucking buttons down there, just leave your shit in normal mode
and ask them what's going on.
No, they'll probably just give me some stupid bullshit.
Like what? Oh, hi, Clovis.
I don't know. They'll probably just say like, "Oh, it should help you with your miles per gallon and shit like that." Yeah, and then I'm like, "No, it doesn't. I just fucking tested you, dumb. It could be the cold.
It could be that we're at the coldest part of the year, and it's the first time you've driven in that cold part of the year.
But like the thing with eco is that it's supposed to use less power to do all that. So even when you're going up a hill, it uses less power. So even if that, I should just leave it in normal mode, because I don't drive like a fucking maniac like I used to anymore. I drive like an old person. Well, let's just say I still drive somewhat fast, and I'm still kind of aggressive.
When I rode with you to the coastline, you were a nanny when you were driving.
Well, I mean, I still get road rage, and I still don't like people.
That's an entirely different problem. That has nothing to do with the car.
True, but it has to do with the car in front of me. Anyways, but like I don't like romp on my cars anymore. Essentially, because when I had my WRXs, I could stomp. I wouldn't say stomp on everybody, but I can just get by people faster than what I have now, essentially. But yeah, I'm just leaving my shit in normal mode. So, Drew, if you ever get a RAV4 or any other car that has like some weird fucking eco mode, just leave it in normal.
Or alternative to that, try it out in both. Test it.
I did.
I mean, if I get it,
I am right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it right now. I'm literally trying. I'm gonna run it on normal mode until I fill up next and see if my miles. Because I've been looking at it, and I'm getting like between like 340 miles to the gallon, or on a tank, not miles to the gallon. 340 miles on a tank on a single like tank of gas. But yeah, but also my like, I don't know if I really believe the
tracker,
the thing that says like, where it says you have this like X amount of miles till your tank's empty, and every time I'd fucking do that, it says like my fucking gas light comes on. It's like, you need to get gas, and I'm like, all right.
Well, do you know how many miles you can drive on your gas tank being on empty, or with your gas light on?
I would say probably around like, I would say if I'm on the highway, probably like 30 miles.
I have found out it is like a 1 gallon's worth when my gas light turns on.
When my gas light turns on, it's
I guess
2 gallons.
I've never driven it to turning off, but I've gotten pretty close, man.
Have you ever like ran out of gas on the side of the road?
No,
I haven't.
That bewilders me. Like that seems like a hard thing to do. Like I couldn't imagine being that low.
Like when my fuel light comes on, it says I have on, and also on like where it says you have this many miles remaining in the gas tank. It says I have like 15, but I have 2 gallons left in my tank. Because my my tank full is like 14 gallons.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's dumb. I'm pretty sure what it is I'm pretty sure it has something to do with like Toyota, where they're saying like you're about to run out. So if you run out, you might as well go get gas. And so they're like trying to make sure you go get the gas so you don't. I mean,
it would be in their best
I don't
interest because I'm sure it's bad for the engine to get to nothing.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I've always heard that.
It's probably really bad. But yeah.
Tell me more about your vacation, Terry. Yeah.
Oh, my vacation.
Yeah, I haven't really got to like talk to you about it since.
What do you
like,
what do you want to know?
What'd you do? Where'd you go?
I know you went. Want me to start with like day one?
Give me a play-by-play. I know you went to like Disney, and I think you went to the Kennedy Space Center, but I don't know if you actually like.
So our first day, I'm not gonna talk about the traveling part because that's stupid. Actually, what's really stupid is, so I packed all my shit like the night before, and then we get to the airport, and I go through security, and while I'm going through security, my backpack gets kicked over to be like checked out because some things inside of it.
What was inside of it?
And then I think every time that I fly somewhere, I have to get like patted down
drugs.
Or something in my bag. And it's not like nothing in my bag is like the worst thing to have on you, but anyways, so my bag gets kicked, and then the guy goes, "Do you have any sharp objects in your backpack?" And I go, "No."
But you did, didn't you?
And then I figured out what he meant by sharp object. But so I have a toothbrush that has a removable head.
Yeah. It's just like a little piece of metal, definitely, right?
Yeah, it's just a little piece of metal.
Up and you got a tattoo gun, right?
Yeah, sharpen that up. You can kill someone with it. You can shake someone.
So you're telling me you should have left your toothbrush
10,
head
12,000
on your toothbrush?
Maybe. Probably. I don't know. But I said no, and then he goes obviously he goes to my toiletry bag, and then he looks inside of it, and then he kind of like looks up at me, and then looks back down, and he goes, he kind of does like a shrug and like shakes his head at the same time because it's like, this is pointless for me to check this. And so he zips it back up and he's like, "Have a good day." And then I left. And then
our airports are protected from danger. That is the man protecting our borders. Just think about that.
Yeah, that's the guy. The guy that looks at me, looks at the bag, and shrugs and shakes his head, and then goes,
"Would you?
All right.
Would you ever be a TSA agent?" Yeah, that sounds terrible.
I first of all, I
respect what they do, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I respect what they do, but also I dislike what they do because I feel like those TSA people have they have like some weird authority that over us that they can just be like,
you don't get
fuck
to fly.
You, and you're just like, dude, the fuck. And they're like, "Oh, I'm keeping people safe." I'm like, dude, I have a pair of fucking like. This is the shitty part, right? You can't bring scissors on a plane, but you can bring knitting needles on a plane.
Ooh.
What the fuck's the difference? You can still stab someone with a pair of scissors, and you can still stab someone with a fucking knitting needle.
You can't say that, man. The TSA is gonna be watching. You're gonna be on a list.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's also like you could bring nail clippers on a plane, right? You
I feel like
kill
nail
someone with a
clippers
nail
are the
clipper.
fine line of you can't bring those.
No, my buddy just took his pair. I cut my nails down in Florida.
Okay.
So I'm saying like there's a lot of things you can kill people on an airplane with, but a small like maybe a half-inch like piece of metal that vibrates is like what you have to kick my bag over so I don't stab someone.
Well, think about it. Everything you have to be cautiously, curious, I guess. Just being concerned about what everyone.
True. I don't know. I it's good. I would never be a TSA because I love my friends and my family that I enjoy talking to and everything, especially Drew and everybody else. But also, I hate fucking human beings. So I would hate people, and I would probably get mad at them, and then I would like be like, what? I'd just probably yell at them, but like, you guys just fucking go that way. Just go put your shit, take your shoes off. That also pisses me off too.
When people don't know how to fly these days.
Like going through TSA, TSA has been around for
Ever.
What? Since 2002.
I mean, if you had to say like the heightened security precautions that we have in our, in our
like
normalcy,
right after 9/11,
I would say probably since my birthday of 2001. 9/12.
Okay, so that's 22 years ago or 21 years ago, right? We should all know how to when we are about to get to this the scanning X-ray thing that scans your shit and those bins, take off your shoes, take off all your jacket, or how about this? Just take that shit all off before you get up there, and then throw it all in a bin.
It's been a thing for a very long time. People should know how to do this by now.
And because you have to take off your jackets, and I saw like 8 people that had their jackets on still, and they're just like, you got to take your jacket off. And I'm like, how do you not fucking know how to do this? It's simple. Take your shit off. Take your tablets out, put it in a bin. How about this? Take your fucking tablets or laptops that you have, or anything that's bigger than your fucking cell phone, put it in a bin, put your shoes in that fucking bin, or your purse and your jacket, or whatever the fuck that's loose on you, put it in that. Makes fucking sense, right? Anyways, I'm getting heated with that. Anyways, so my first day there, we just had like a chill day, so we just like hung around.
Gotcha. Where were you staying?
So I stayed in Orlando.
Were you
I was in Orlando.
at like the Disney Resort? Were you just at like a regular hotel? Like,
I was at a I would say like a timeshare.
Say less. I know. What you
somewhat of a condominium kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like an apartment basically, right?
Yeah, but it had like a full kitchen and shit.
Yeah, apartments
like
have
you
full
can actually
kitchens,
cook in there. Yeah, it's true. I didn't realize what you said.
I see that you're
just
not even
realized
listening
what you
to
said.
me. Tisk tisk.
That's not true. I listen to you. For the most part. Not at work though.
That's absolutely right. You give me trouble. Speaking of which, I want you to know, like, dude, your counterpart came up to me after we had that little back and forth about the hood thing, and he's like,
"Who's the counterpart?"
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And he's like, "Yeah, dude, you should write Terry. Like, you should print out a fake adapt and like give it to Terry." I'm like, no. Like, it would be funny,
you should.
But he wouldn't believe me if I gave it to him. He'd be like, "This isn't real."
I think if you made a fake one, gave it to Albert,
and had him deliver it,
and then Albert did it to me, I don't know, because I would think that's fake too.
But the point being is, I feel like I could lose my job pretty quickly about that one. Like, we don't really fuck around with fake write-ups.
No, I think the reason why he said that is because I can take a joke.
You can.
Like, if you did that to me, like, if let's just say someone.
But what if someone else like saw that we did that, and then they got mad about it? That's the problem I have to worry about.
Well, okay, hear me out. So, if someone, like, say you did this to me, and then I thought it was funny, and then someone else thought it wasn't funny, then why is it affecting them? Has nothing to do with them. Has to do with what happened between me and you.
Yeah,
right.
That's the HR paradigm in a nutshell.
Yeah, I know, because they're all fucking scumbags anyways. Most HR people are scumbags.
HR is not for the people, it's for the company. It's like risk management. It's
that
not,
is very
not
true.
To help people.
Yep. They don't give a fuck. That's why they always put you in a fucking ring around when you ask them a dumb question. Or not a dumb question, sorry. An actual smart question. And then they give you they don't want to answer it, so they give you like a teaser to the answer that doesn't answer your question. Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, I was down there. So first day we just kind of hung out. We didn't
do much.
We were flying into a tropical storm. So
right on.
We didn't get to see the rocket launch. So because of the tropical storm. So our whole premise of going to Florida for our vacation was to go see the Artemis 1 launch, which, like I said, got delayed.
Which,
so our first day, we just
and you know,
hung out.
you
We
really
just,
missed out because like they pushed it back to a Wednesday, and apparently it was like one of the only launches that's happened at night, I guess. That's
yeah, it would have been fucking awesome to see. I know, I got it. Thank you.
Right there.
Thanks, asshole. Thanks for fucking pointing out the obvious, you dick.
I'm just saying. I saw it on Reddit and I was like, oh, that's the thing Terry went to go see. I wonder if he watched it.
Nope, didn't. Because I left on fucking Tuesday. It was actually Tuesday. It was Wednesday morning, but Tuesday night for us. But anyways, the second day. No, wait. What did we do our first day? Oh, that's what it was. So when we got there around like midnight, I think. Yeah, around midnight their time. And then we didn't get to bed around 2:00 their time. So it's around midnight our time. Whatever. So the next day we went go-karting.
It's what, a whole day go-karting?
No, so we woke up whenever we woke up, and then we went go-karting when it opened, which was like 1:00, I believe. And then so we went go-karting. So it was outside go-karting. It was hella fucking fun. I recommend it, and I really wanted to keep doing it like all day.
I mean, how many different tracks?
It would have been
just like one track.
It was just one track, but it was $60 for like two.
Please don't say it.
Like 2 10-minute runs.
That seems like a lot, dude. Holy shit.
The track's pretty long. I only did 7 laps.
7. Okay, fair enough.
It's a long. I mean, like, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that. Me and my friend Mike, we had like our last like session that we had. We both had the same exact like time, lap time, like down to like the hundreds and the thousands and the whatevers. Like, but I said it first, so I won. But he was talking shit. Well, also I was talking shit about him too, like saying like he was gonna like beat me, and I was gonna beat him, and like all that shit. And our first one, we were like maybe like I was like 200 seconds or thousandths off from him. So it's like, yeah, you talk all this shit, but I can still like beat you. And then I was going hella fast the second one because I was getting used to the track. But it was fun. I do recommend it.
Flying all the way to Florida just to go go-karting.
Well, so the plan was to obviously watch the Artemis launch, and then I said we should do go-karting because you talk all this shit that you're gonna beat me, and then obviously he beat me once, and I beat him. I beat him, so it's fair and square.
Did you just happen to see like a go-karting place and then decide to stop? Like, what was the?
Well, he knew where one was in Florida, and then we went there, and then it was like actually like a legit like track. Like a legit, like the 2-stroke go-karts that go there, like go like 60 miles an hour on that track. Yeah, and they can
also like have a nice track because it might rain there, but it's also pretty like sunnier than up here.
Yeah, and then later that night we went down to downtown Disney, got pretty drunk.
Drunk at Disney? No, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, we got drunk down at downtown Disney. Oh wait, yeah. Because we had a reservation later that night at a really like nice restaurant, and so we had like bourbon, or I guess whiskey. We had a bunch of whiskey, some wine, a bunch of fucking like steak and shit. It was nice. It was really good. Like, you got to treat yourself when you totally go out. And so we went there. And then, so we were already pretty much kind of like buzzed at that place because we were I had a pour of bourbon, and then I had a a glass of wine, which I never drink wine.
What prompted you to drink wine this time?
Well, everybody like my Mike and James were drinking wine, so I was like, fuck it, I'll drink some wine while I'm eating steak. So like a good cup of or a good glass of I don't know why I keep saying cup. A good glass of wine. What
kind of wine?
Was really good. Fuck, dude.
Come on, sommelier Terry over here. I need to know. I need to know. Tell me what fucking wine you drank.
Dude, it was some I don't fucking know.
Red wine or white
wine?
Some probably red wine, right?
It was red. It was a red. Yeah, it was all red. It was so good though, and I'm like, man, I should start drinking wine instead of fucking beer now, so I can get hammered faster. And then after that, we went to so after food, we went to another bar and got more drinks. Yeah, so from downtown Disney for where we were staying was maybe like a 15-20 minute drive. So it wasn't really that far away from where we were staying. So don't drink and drive, folks.
You shouldn't drink and drive. And Terry doesn't condone that. He did not do that either.
I did not. This is all, was it fictional?
No, you guys got a ride there. It's fine. Terry.
No. It's nonfiction. You
got a ride there, didn't you?
Yeah, Uber. We got Ubers. We Uber drivered there. And then the second day we went to Disney World. We went to Hollywood Studios, and the first thing we did was there. We went to we get in there. Yeah. So we spent 40. So we bought the Fast Pass, which is like every couple of hours you can schedule a Fast Pass to a ride. And then we also bought, we also spent another $22. So it was $22 for the Fast Pass, and it was $20 more to go ride Rise of the Resistance. So it's
Sounds
a ride.
Like a ride about monkeys.
No, it's kind of like, so how the rides, I guess we'll just start with this one. How the ride starts, theoretically, so you go in, they put you in this ship.
Like a spaceship?
Pretty much what, no, they put you in this room, and then fucking Daisy Ridley comes in and starts talking about, hey, this group of people that are inside this fucking room, because that's how they get they start the ambiance with. They put you in this room, and they open doors, and then you go to the ride. Anyways, so so we're in this room. They tell us that we're being recruited for the Resistance, and then they go put us in this fucking transport ship. Not really a transport ship, people. But then we get. So while that's happening, we're trying to we're flying out, and then all of a sudden they're like, there's some like shit in the space atmosphere, and then a bunch of the Empire comes in and just, or what is it, Order 1? Or the fuck it is?
You were really bad at explaining this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it like based off Aliens? Is that what the deal is?
No, it's Star Wars, you fuck.
Daisy Ridley, duh. Dude, I was thinking like this whole time.
Oh my god!
Like this whole time, I was thinking Alien.
How do you get Rise of the Resistance? How do you get fucking Aliens?
I don't know.
It's fucking
I just got really fixated.
It's Disneyland.
Disneyland. It all makes perfect sense when you're saying it out loud. But when you said Daisy Ridley, I was thinking, oh god, the girl from like the original Alien movie.
That's not her.
I get that now. No fucking shit. All right.
Anyways, so we're getting recruited for the Resistance. Star Wars, Drew. Star Wars. I consider myself
a Star Wars fan too.
Is it Order 1 or whatever the fuck it's called? What's after the Empire?
What? God, my Star Wars lore is failing me right now.
I know. So there was the Empire, and then there's the First Order. First Order?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So the First Order comes out of nowhere and then captures us essentially. And then what's that fucking dude? Oscar something. He plays. I forgot the dude.
Poe. The pilot.
Poe. Yeah. No, Poe's the black guy, right?
That's Finn.
Oh yeah. So Poe is escorting us, and then fucking the First Order comes out of nowhere, and then we got captured in the tractor beam, and then Poe's like, I can't get you out, but I'll come back for you. And we're like, all right, whatever. And then so then it takes us to this other room, and then it opens up, and then it leads to people that are dressed in like a First Order gear, and then they start yelling at you.
Like in real life?
Politely, where they're like, pretty much what they're telling you is that you're going to step out and then you're going to go to your right, pretty much. So we're being captured.
Okay.
But while you're in this room, it looks like a fucking hangar off one of the big ships from the First Order, like a hangar.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of like a stormtroopers and shit that are just standing out there with their guns. It's actually pretty cool. I'll show you. I'll send you a picture after we're done. But it's really cool. And so then we go down this hallway, which leads to the actual ride, essentially. But what happens is sometimes attractions break down.
Okay.
And then so it broke down while we got up to we were getting arranged in lines to go into the rooms, right?
But you were just like standing there. What attraction? Like, what's the ride there?
Well, that's the first part of the ride. It's all telling
like
a story what
right?
you're doing. It's all about like the ambiance of what you're fucking doing. And I can tell you this, the ambiance of what Disney does is way better than fucking a Universal Studios. I'll tell you that hands down, 100%. No, Universal Studios is a different, like, you know, Universal, the fucking movie production.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Weird.
So they do all of like that shit, like Harry Potter and shit like that.
Right. Go on.
So two different
you're in the House of Mouse
and two different steps.
I'm
in the House of Mouse, not the fucking Circle of Life.
Also Disney, but you know, whatever.
Well, Universal has the world.
Disney owns the world. It's not you know, mince words here.
Anyways, so and then we get up there into another room, essentially, where we're about to get onto the actual like ride, and it broke. So we were there for like 30 minutes just hanging out, and then they fix it by this old guy comes out of nowhere. Looks like he's like been here. He's been to this ride like 8 times today. He's
what?
And
wait.
It feels like to me that
this guy had been to the ride 8 times in a day.
Well, so what happens is like shit breaks down, right?
Was he like a repairman?
When a track, yeah, he was like the repair guy that fixes shit. I swear to God that he pretty much was like, so that attraction, the Rise of the Resistance, like broke down like 5 times that day. Right? So I'm pretty sure that guy was there all day just going, hey, because what happened was he walked in and then like 2 minutes later walked out. And I was like, this motherfucker was probably all like, hey guys, this is what I told you to do. I told you to press these fucking 2 buttons and twist something and the shit will work. Obviously, whatever the fuck that dude did worked. Because like maybe 10 minutes later, after we were already sitting there for like 20 minutes, fixed it. Because that dude has to walk from wherever the fuck he is to that attraction. You know what I'm saying? So he fixed it. And then so pretty much what happened is they put you in this fucking other room and they make, so one of the guys, so the people that are in there, the crew members, they're acting. And so the guy goes, okay, you 3 blue colors. So there's indication of where to stand. So it's blue. And I go, hey, what if I don't stand on the blue one inside the room? And he goes, really? And I go, yeah.
You fucking asshole.
I said, yeah, I was such an asshole. And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, can you remember the color blue? And I go, probably not. And he goes, well, we'll see whatever the fuck the Kylo Ren or whatever the hell his name is. We'll see about that. And I was like, okay. and so then we go into the room. Pretty much this is this room, and you just stand on your color. It's pretty much it.
Then you just stand on your color.
And then you look up, and then pretty much you're being sent into a room to be interrogated to find out where this secret location of the Resistance is. Yeah. Right? I don't know where the fuck it is.
Beans, Terry?
How would the fuck would I? I said I was only coming for chicken, and Kylo Ren was like, "You're gonna fucking die," and I was like, "Hey man, I'm only here for the chicken. I don't know what kind of chicken you got, but I got the chicken." So what happens is, so while that's happening, he gets sent away because some I would say like the fucking Resistance started coming in. I don't fucking know. I was not following half the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Belligerent drunk guy. I'm a Disney. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And then my buddy goes, or Mike goes, "Hey, what's that noise?" So while this is going on, there's something like crawling in the fucking ceiling and shit, which is just sound. No one's really crawling into the fucking thing. And then where I was standing, all of a sudden the wall starts turning like hella red. I'm like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden it opens up because someone's breaking you out.
Okay.
So, and then you actually join on the ride, and then you enjoy the ride.
Was it just like a roller coaster?
It was more of a, so think of those Amazon robots that move the shit at a fulfillment center.
Yep.
You're on a big thing like that.
It just picks up your whole platform and carries you around and spins you a little bit.
No, it's just like the automated like robot thing where it moves around the floor.
I see.
Pretty much. It's like a big ass Roomba. I was on a Roomba.
Right. Was
it was fun.
$20?
Like the whole experience, like that was worth $20. Really? Yes. The Millennium Falcon ride, not so much.
Wait.
That fucking ride can go suck a dick.
So you spent $20 to get yelled at by a stormtrooper and be a belligerent asshole to the actors or to the characters.
Well, no, I was trying to be, you know, I wanted to see if the dude could take a joke and see if he could stay in character, and he did it.
All right, mission accomplished.
So it was good.
So then
I really
from
enjoyed
there,
it.
You just stood on a thing, you got talked to by Kylo Ren, and then you rode a Roomba around. And
yeah,
$20 for it. How long? Oh, like start to finish, how long does it take? Not including the sitting there in the broken part.
If it never broke, maybe like 10 minutes. Of it. So I mean, it's not that bad.
I don't know, man. Like, if I was there, I feel that I would be hard pressed to spend the extra money on things like that, just because I don't know.
So the fast pass is really nice.
I think it's like everyone always says it's
so the $20 is actually like really good. It is because like some of the rides that had like, let's just say like an hour wait, we bypassed that. We were in line in like 30 seconds. So then because they let the fast pass goes on before the people that stood in line for an hour. So it's legit. I would spend the $20 for that any day. But, yeah. So, but that was like later in the night, so the ambiance is way better because we kind of just
There's no brat kids into that. There, am I right?
No, there wasn't.
You also went on a weekday, didn't you?
Weekend. Went on Saturday.
Huh?
So it was slightly busy, but not really busy.
Yeah. I'm trying to live vicariously through you. I haven't been to Disneyland since I was in like kindergarten.
So pretty much, so Disney World is 4 different fucking places. There's Magic Kingdom, there's Animal Kingdom, there's Hollywood Studios, which is not Universal, by the way. And then there's Epcot. So I went to one of the 4.
You didn't go to Epcot to drink around the world?
I went to the Hollywood Studios. So
I've always heard of that as a thing.
So hold on, I'll get to that. So the first thing we did, we walked in and I have to pee. I don't know why I had to pee a bunch of times when I was there. I peed a shit ton of times.
Staying hydrated, I like it.
Yeah. So we went to the Tower of Terror, which is the original Tower of Terror, and that shit's fire. But we also were in line for like an hour because it broke. Because, so how, like, the lines at Disney they're accurate to a point, but they also fucking suck. So on the phone, on your phone, you get the app, and it tells you wait times.
Oh shit! What?
Right?
You get an app?
So yeah, it actually legitimately tells you wait times. You can go on your phone, download the Disney app, and look at wait times for different attractions. So it said it was 20 minutes because most of the people when they want to go there, they want to go to the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is the Aerosmith roller coaster, which is an indoor roller coaster, which is really dope. What else? The Resistance. The Rise of the Resistance is also another one that's really popular, and so is that Millennium Falcon one. What else? That's pretty much like the main three that are like that will take the longest. The other ones are kind of like you'd probably be in line for like 30 to 40 minutes, and then you'd get to ride the shit. So we went to Tower of Terror really fast, and we got in line, and then the wait time was like 20 minutes. It's like, oh, darn, we'll be inside. Little known we know that they were renovating two of the. So there's a total of four of the thingies in there. Drops. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rides. We'll just say four carts. There we go. 4 carts. 2 of the carts actually worked. The other 2 were being renovated. So they only had 2 going. That broke like 4 times while we were there. So we had to wait longer. But once we got there, because Mike never rode it when he was down there last time, because it was broken. So we were like destined to fucking stay in there and ride it. And then eventually we rode it. So, pretty much what you do is you get in there. They put you in these seats. And most of the times they'll tell you like, 3 to lane, or like you 3 go to like 9 or whatever the fuck it is, the rows that are there. Anyways, like, so we're there. I get sit down. There's this kid there's a kid to my left before we get into the elevator. He was all like, I'm scared. I was like, I'm going to scare the shit out of you. And he goes, and his friends were like looking at me, like laughing. I'm like, I'm going to fucking scare the shit out of you while you're in there. And then the funny thing about it is that, so there's a back row, a middle row, and a front row. And we were in the middle row and they were in the front row, right? So I was like, we sat down and I went, and he got really scared. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. But I feel like I was like, oh, this is fun though.
Scaring a minor.
And then,
yeah, dude, the pinnacle of fun.
So we both, me and Mike had a backpack on, so to carry shit. And so you had to put it at your feet and then you hold it, right? There's no like straps to hold it down. You just have to use your feet. So, wow. So how that starts, it's kind of, the Tower of Terror is kind of like a Twilight Zone themed ride. So it pretty much takes you, so the cart takes you through like this little windy like thing, and then it gets to the actual where it like shoots you up and then drops you down. So it's kind of like that, and you go through it. It's really cool. I actually do enjoy it. So we get to the part where we get locked into the ups and downs. So we get launched up, and then it kind of like stops you at the top so you can take a picture. So while it's about to take a picture, I think of like a fang face and your hands up in the air right behind that kid that you were scaring the entire time. Just right behind him and looking at him like aggressively. That's what I did in the picture. Damn. And then while that was happening, I wasn't holding my backpack tight enough. So when we were going down, my fucking backpack flew right in front of my face. And then I had to grab it, because if I didn't, it was been everywhere. And then while we were in there, there's like this little girl to our right just screaming the entire time. Yeah, it was fun. And then it was end. And then when it was like maybe, so you wait like an hour and 30 minutes to ride a ride that's probably about 2 minutes,
It's the
maybe
Disney
3
experience,
minutes
though,
long.
right?
Disney experience. But that was fun. I enjoyed my time there. That like the ambiance was awesome. We were there probably until like 8 or 9 o'clock because like the park closes. I think we were there until like 8. The park closes at 9. And so we left and then we went back and then this is a long story just to tell you, like I was only there for a couple of days. Or a handful of days. And then the second day or the day after that one, we kind of just chilled. And then we bought tickets to go to Universal, which I don't really want to talk about because there's really nothing to talk about because it's fucking trash. But like there's only like 3. So the difference between Universal and Disneyland or Disney World is that there's more attractions at Disney World, like more like things to do. And then at Universal's the Islands of Adventures, there's not that many attractions, and it's kind of like it looks like it's run down. And the only things they have going for them that people want to go are like Harry Potter and Jurassic Park.
Did one ticket get you into both of them, or was this like a new
separate tickets?
So of the 4 different places, you had to buy a ticket to all 4 of them?
No, so Disney World is 4 different theme parks. And then Universal Studios Orlando is 2 different parks. So one of them is Islands of Adventures, and there's another one. I don't remember what it's called. So we didn't go back to Disney World. We went to Universal Studios.
Interesting.
But while we were thinking, because we went, and the only things that we rode were, well, 4 things I rode. 5 things? Shit. I rode the Hulk roller coaster, which fucked me up, and I get nauseous. I get motion sickness now. I think that's the one that gave me the concussion. So there's the Hulk, rode the Spider-Man thing. Those things fucking suck. So you get one of those like carts that like toss you around and shit. If you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, it's pretty much you're like in. So you get like a lap bar, and it's pretty much just like an experience on like screens and shit, and like the movements are on the cart, but it like just moves the cart around like
yeah,
violently.
as opposed to like the natural G-forces just to like fucking throw you.
Yeah, this one's just on a track that just fucking throws you around, which fucks me up because the 3D, like wearing 3D glasses and the motion sickness did not fucking help me at all. Sick? Yeah, so I had to take I took Dramamine every time I went to the theme park.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a VR guy?
No, I definitely get motion sickness.
I love VR.
Yeah. And then we rode the Jurassic Adventures, which is the water one. You're on a boat essentially. And then it's pretty much just a wet ride. I got fucking drenched.
Worth it.
But it was nice.
In Florida.
And then
it's also like almost winter.
And then I did the Velocicoaster, which was fun. And then we did like another ride, like a little short roller coaster. Because most of the like, so James is a bigger dude, right? And so like most of the rides that we went on, he couldn't ride because of either his belly got in the way or his like his big shoulders got in the way. Because most of the rides there, their shoulder bars are like really narrow. They don't give you a lot of space, like wiggle room. And like Disney World, it's like the opposite, where they actually give you like a lot of room.
Noted.
So, but it was fun. And then I came back, and then I went to work. But yeah, it was a fun experience. I'll send you some pictures to show you like what like went on, I guess, because I can't really explain it. And I'm terrible.
Once we get to a point where like we're on video, we'll get you a camera, get you a green screen. You can just like put the pictures of the slideshow behind you, We'll chroma key out.
That'd be dope.
It means I have to figure out how to
That'd be
video edit.
Means you get to learn something new, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It sounds like a good time.
That's all I got. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
See, I just I thought it was. I still think it's funny that we took like the same week off.
Yeah. But
so
what did you do? How'd your vacation go? After I spent like 30 minutes just explaining
45
stupid shit.
I had anticipated like just letting you talk about your vacation. That was part of my my script notes for the day.
So you can figure out, you can fuck around with your TV, you asshole.
I set up the firmware on the TV.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it's running. Right. Crisis averted. So yeah, my trip. Let's see. Monday of the week off, we had our like all day raid escapade. Well, I like that. That rolls.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oof. No, all day raid escapade.
Oh, dude,
that was fun, dude. It was not fun by the 7th hour of drinking beer, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really wanted to just give up.
What'd you do with the rest of it?
It's still sitting there. Like, it has not moved. I have not adjusted it. I haven't thrown it away. There's just a partially full mini keg sitting in my office right now.
I would just take that mini keg and just take it to the sink and unload the rest of that shit. I'm
probably just gonna throw it away whole. Yeah,
I would.
So,
yeah,
I mean, for those listening, what we did was we played Destiny, and we did these raids, which are like 6-person puzzle solving, like larger events. And we don't know how to do all of them like perfectly, but we know how to do all of them. So we drank a 1.5 gallons of beer over the course of all 6 raids, and then called it good from there. But at least that was the goal. We got to like the start of the 5th one, and we're like, we cannot do this. So we just,
dude, it hurts.
Yeah, we were also
so bad.
like sobering up. We were getting hungover while we were still drinking. That's kind of what I felt.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, like, and it was fun. I enjoyed doing all the raids. I would do that again. Like, I would love to just do all the raids again, just sober this time.
Yes, I think. I would rather be sober than do all the raids again than fucking be drunk, hungover, and hating life, and while doing that.
It was yeah. So we were drinking, and then I think honestly the thing that might have fucked you up too was the extra shots. The two shots
of. Hey, I made $20.
I mean, the first time I told you, like, just trust me. I don't know if you know this, but I don't take full shots every time you guys pay me to take full shots.
I knew. It felt like
that's what I was doing. Like, I intentionally have shot glasses that are hard to see through. They're not clear, so people can't call me out and be like, "Oh, it's not a full shot."
Oh, dude, that's smart. I trusted you when I was like, I gotta take a shot glass, and then like all of a sudden you're like, I got you. You gave me the wink.
Yes.
You gave me the Drew wink.
Like I was gonna take care of you as best I could, but the direct money, and then you took the pull anyway. Oh my god, you gotta play with them a little bit. All right, you gotta tease them. This is how you get people to spend their money. Just throwing like.
Yeah, but
here's my professional tip of how I've gotten you guys to pay me money to do stupid shit like drink a beer. All right, you gotta like play it off like you're absolutely not going to do it whatsoever, and you're like for whatever reason you can't or like whatever. But you caved too easily and you gave in too easily. Granted, it was $20.
Well, here's the thing:
still a.
Well, yeah, she didn't say how big the pole had to be. Just said pull from it. I took not even. I probably took like a half a shot.
Just coated the tongue a little bit.
No, I swallowed some.
That's fair. It's fair. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Like a lot. I haven't streamed since then, but that was like one of my more favorite streams that we did.
Yeah, we beat your record for viewers. Hey, that is still a record.
It was a good time.
Still broken record.
So then later that day, or not that, after that we made some pizza, went home. That was a good time. What did I do the next day? I feel like I didn't do anything aside from like sit at home.
Well, I remember I remember texting you, and you never texted
You know,
me
I
back.
woke up and I definitely thought about texting you that exact same thing, asking how you were doing. But yeah,
Yeah, like I texted you, and I was like, "How do you feel?" And then you
yeah,
never
I
texted me back.
also didn't text you back. Yeah, it's fine. So then what else?
And then N and Jen.
No. That was much
Or,
later. So that Tuesday,
yeah.
I had a friend over. We went like shopping for some Christmas gifts for some people, and
Yeah.
then his wife and my sister and her husband came over and we played Catan. You know, I cooked some food for everybody. That was good. So we made some food, played some board game.
Like
it was
fun.
a good time. Then on Wednesday,
I know we need to do another.
dude, that was
Moonraker
fun. Like,
night.
count me in. I'm all about it.
Yeah, we'd probably do it on Mondays since you have to
Yeah,
work on
I appreciate
Tuesdays, or like you can't really like.
It's okay. My Monday
out
won't
that
even
late.
work for me coming soon. So
That's okay.
you know, like starting next week, it won't work for me.
Why?
My fifth day is on Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't even
I don't
have
think you
that
will,
yet.
in all honesty.
I think I will. I think I'll have to work Wednesday.
Yeah,
Anyways, back
so,
to your vacation.
Tuesday, I had some friend over, played some board games, a good time. Wednesday, me and my friend Noel, because we've outed him on this one before. He came over
Oh, yeah.
and he dropped his car off. We got in my car and we drove up to Cape Flattery in Nia Bay, which, for those who don't know, is the northwesternmost point of the continental United States. And that was a lot of fun.
That's
like
dope.
the drive up there was pretty chill. It was like 3 hours. We stopped and got like breakfast burritos and coffee at this I think in Port Townsend.
Did you go? Oh, I should have. If I knew that was the case, I would have told you you guys should have gone to Fat Schmitty's.
We drove past it. We thought about it, but we ended up getting sushi at Trappers.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Trust me, I brought it up
so
to him like
good.
this is one of the better like local burger places. So.
Oh yeah, dude, that place is fucking great. On the inside, when you go on the inside, like to eat on the inside, it's like
Where
the
on the
whole like
on
inside the restaurant. On the inside, there's an
the
outside where you can
inside is
take
where you
like,
gotta go.
little take orders, but the inside is where you can go in and sit down and eat as well. But there's like probably like I would say thousands of dollars in dollar bills like attached to the walls.
I see.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been around for a while. It's one of those like local delicacies that I've never actually stopped and gone to. I always drive by it and hear it's a good place, but unfortunate.
Well, next time you go that way, go
Yeah.
fucking do it.
I don't know when I'll be
good.
up there that much. Well, let's make a trip out of it. We'll go to Fat Smitty's.
Yeah, we can go to Fat Schmitty's.
So we went up there.
It's not Schmitty's, it's Smitty's, but I call it Schmitty's.
So we got
Anyways.
to Nia Bay. You have to stop and get like a recreational pass. It's kind of like a Discover pass, but for the tribe. So stopped and got one of those. Went to Cape Flattery, and it's like a small little jaunt in the woods. You park your car and you not hike, but you like walk down this trail. Good, well maintained trail. And it's all downhill going there. So it means it's all uphill coming back.
Oh, God.
So that was rough. But then we get down there, we took a bunch of photos, and I brought my drone specifically to fly around. And guess what? I had forgotten to update the app.
Oh, you son of
because
a
last time I
bitch.
updated it was like last year when I was using this new phone, or I guess the Fold. You know what I'm talking about?
It's probably the phone the app on the phone. And
Yeah,
it
that's
didn't
100%
update
what it was. I couldn't even launch it.
Oh, God. I
Yeah,
couldn't
dude.
launch mine last time we went to the beach because I'd had the wrong fucking cable.
It's so finicky. I would rather just have like a built-in screen. Like, that was frustrating. So I couldn't fly my drone. We took a bunch of photos, sat there, drank some water, and then just like pulled up a like we
It sounded so like lame. You're just like,
we drank
yeah.
water.
Then we sat around and then we just drank
Yep.
water. Like you could have just brought like a couple
That's
of beers.
what we
just have a
realized
couple
when we got down there. So in the other three spots, when we go to like the other corners of the United States, that is going to be something we'll make happen. Is alcohol, some kind of celebratory drink.
You always got to bring like it was me, So it was me, Brad, Mike, and James who climbed Mount Eleanor, and then we took shots of I think Crown Royal because that's when he brought. So we took a shot at Crown Royal when we reached the top after, maybe 20 people said, "You're really close to the top."
Nice. I had a gallon or so of boxed wine. Maybe not a gallon. Actually, it might have been a gallon. And I took that up Mount Si, or Little Si, sorry. Not Mount Si. That was pretty rough, dude. Because it was I brought it up frozen.
Bet. Oh God.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's still the same weight though.
Is it though? That stuff got heavier when it was ice.
Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be the same weight if it is frozen to liquid? That's a good question. Also, there was another thing. I was watching something on my phone, and pretty much what it said is like humans live between like 70 to 100 years, but like the air that we're breathing could be toxic, and it just takes that long to kill us. Yeah.
What?
Never thought about that.
Seems
Anyways,
like that seems like a goddamn. By the way, the weight does not change. I looked that up. That seems like a fucking conspiracy theory. That sounds like something my friend in like 5th grade told me.
But it sounds pretty good, though.
You know what? Bigfoot sounds pretty tight too, but I haven't seen him yet.
I'm pretty sure he is tight. He's probably a nice man. Or woman.
Nice being. Cryptid. So yeah, we took this that trip up, tried to fly my drone, and then once we got down there, we were like I pulled up my phone and like pulled up a map, and then like we'd look out to a certain direction to figure out like, oh, Russia's that way, or like Japan is that way. I don't know. It was fun, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It was a long drive. We weren't just gonna like sit there for a minute and then walk back. Yeah. So we just took some time down there.
I heard that you could see Russia from Alaska.
I mean, yeah, Sarah Palin said that.
Yep. Oh, she says she can see Russia from her house. That's a different story. Keep going.
We just got hung out there, and then we hiked back up, and then stopped on the way back to get like some sushi. But then on the way back, he gave me like this personality test of sorts, where he said like, oh, if I'm going to tell you some things or like ask you some prompts and just describe to me what you see in like your instinctual image. So it's like we're drawing a picture. Basically. Okay. And like I wish basically it was he's like, okay, so we're in the middle of a desert, right? Barren desert, nothing there. And he would say like, okay, so you see a cube. Like what, tell me about this cube that you see. And the idea is that like you describe things in like features. You talk about like their distance and like their size and like proportions about the objects. And then it was like, oh, here's a ladder, and then here's like a horse, and then like what's the weather look like and what's the flora and the fauna look like. And he described to me.
So you're pretty much just role playing inside of a car.
Yeah, but it's not like we were there. The idea is that you're like drawing a picture or like you see a picture. And it describes it. Okay. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I was game. We had a lot of time in the car to figure out. So that took like 20 minutes to get through that. And what it really was is just like, it's kind of like horoscopes or like astrological signs, where if you want them to apply to you, you can, and you'll find a way because they're like that broad. So that was interesting. And I think
did you learn anything about yourself?
Did I? I mean, it was all like semi-accurate, except for like there was something in it that like I didn't necessarily agree with. I think it was like my want of kids. That was one of those things. Like I do want to have kids at some point, and my response indicated I didn't want to have kids or like anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I took one of those personality tests too, but mine's like one of those like where it tells you like you're like an NJ or whatever.
I have taken those many times because that was like a work thing we did a bunch. Every time I went through academy, they made me take one of those.
Like I think mine's. Hold on, I think of mine.
Mine has always been a logistician. I don't remember what the exact letters are because I just don't really care about my Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, I think mine's like oh yeah, I'm a INFJ dash A or dash T. I'm an advocate of personality.
Interesting.
That's what I am. Yeah.
And then for like the rest of the vacation, I didn't really do much. In all honesty, I stayed home a lot.
Didn't you bake
Yeah.
cookies?
So I mean, one day I went over to my parents' place and I had a coworker over and his girlfriend, and they helped me bake like a couple hundred cookies, and that was cool. I'd never seen those two outside of work, so it was interesting, like just seeing them, and it was weird because I have my image of how I watched them react, and Nate,
Yeah.
he didn't do his quintessential laugh around my parents. Like he never just like giggled. He was always pretty serious about everything. It was a weird flip of the switch. So I thought that.
Oh, like when he gets very into something, and I'm pretty sure he was very into cooking those cookies or baking those cookies, not cooking the cookies, but baking those cookies. Because he was telling me about it today, saying that he was telling your dad that he should sell them at the store.
Well, to be honest,
because he's saying that they were like fucking like the greatest thing on planet
they are
Earth.
good cookies, and my dad is trying to get them sold at the store.
Because I really want to try them.
Hey, come on over with me.
You have some?
I had them all on Wednesday at work.
Oh,
yeah, dude. Wednesday's the day I can catch the most people.
Well, you're supposed to.
Dude, you want to come over to my parents'
bud.
place? You have a direct line.
I know. I should probably.
I mean,
come
shit.
over
We can
and
go over
bake
tomorrow.
some cookies.
I don't know.
I have to fucking.
No, I can't. Sorry, I got shit going on tomorrow. I realized that.
Oh, what do you got going on?
I gotta pick up a coworker and take her to the auto shop.
Ooh.
Auto shop because her car's broken down. Mary.
Who? Oh, you had to pick her up and take
well,
her to
I was
work?
going to. Her car's in the shop right now, so she doesn't have a way to get to work. So she was gonna. She asked for a ride on Wednesday. I said, yeah, no problem. But then her car is like ready to go, so I'm gonna pick her up tomorrow after her shift, and then take her to work.
Oh, drive her to wherever the fuck it is. Dope. That sounds like a really nice gesture and friendly.
Yeah,
man.
I do what I can. I try to be nice.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I got. I think
the only other things I had is just I watched an entire anime over the course of my week off.
Oh God,
the one that the one that we watched.
Was that the one that we?
Yes, that one. I finished it. It was I like that anime. There's a new movie coming out for it. It's Sword Art Online. Alice's Asian.
Yeah, I don't really watch anime, so I don't.
That's
really
fine. All right, maybe you're not the target demographic of it.
I'm definitely not the target demographic. I will watch like I don't know. I would watch a cartoon show, but I don't know if I could watch an anime show. I don't know. I think I think I would just have to watch it to see if I would enjoy it, but I don't really like that style of
what's that? Is it like how the people act? Is it
I guess
the animation style? Is it the voice acting?
I think it's probably the animation style. I don't really enjoy. I mean, I watched Dragon Ball Z.
I don't believe
that's an
you.
anime,
I do
so,
only think that it's the way in which they present content. Like the
probably.
Have you ever heard of like localization versus translation? So
no,
I'm gonna nerd out for a second here.
Localization. Yeah, you're gonna nerd out, and then we're gonna end this.
So translation is like there's something in Japanese or something, and you want to translate it in English. It's a literal 1-to-1 where whatever they're saying in Japanese comes out as English words, right? But
oh, so it doesn't like add.
Sometimes it does not, and that is where localization comes into play. So like a good example of localization would be if you were to take something from like Japan and talk about like sophomore or talk about like high school, for instance. Over here in the States, we say like sophomore, junior, senior, and freshman like pretty consistently, and like everybody knows what that is. But that's not really a thing outside of like colleges. in other places of the world. That's
Right.
something I've learned throughout all my years of doing band and doing band with people from like other countries. Is that whenever I say like, "Oh, I'm a sophomore in high school," they did not know what I was talking about because that just means university for them.
Well, because in I think in shit, mind fucked. The UK, it's year 1, year 2, year 3, and I think it's like year 1 through 12 that's what it is, and then after 12, it's university.
So that the process of like taking that year 10 in like a Japanese anime and then translating it over and localizing it to the States where it'd be like, oh, you're a sophomore. That's the difference. So translation would just be literally what they're saying. Localization is making it make sense in terms of what the local, what the area.
To like if it was Japanese and then localize it to the
it's all about
United
like how the
States,
idioms translate over, or like what makes sense and what hits as like a joke or something.
Gotcha. Well, now I got some knowledge and the other people got some knowledge.
Just trying to get out of here, aren't you? Yeah, it's fine.
No. I mean, we've been going for a while, so I mean, do you really want to go for like 4 hours?
I don't have enough things to talk about for 4 hours.
Yeah, neither
the only other thing to talk about is I watched a movie last night, and it definitely caught my eye as like an interesting movie. Yeah, right.
Good one, dude.
I'm just saying. I watched All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, that reminds me. Since you brought up movies, and so I bought like right before I went on my trip. I bought Saving Private Ryan and V for Vendetta to watch on the plane. Little known to me when I downloaded them.
Yeah, go on.
Huh? When I downloaded them onto my phone to watch it on the plane, so I started watching Saving Private Ryan, and when it started, it had a narrating over it. So it would say like, guy or an old gentleman walking on a path with a bunch of trees on the side. I was like, this is not the entire movie like this, is it? So I scrubbed through like the middle of the movie, and it did the same thing. I'm like, oh god. So I had to like stop that. This is like an hour into my flight. Maybe no. Yeah, like an hour into my flight, and it's a 5-hour flight.
You direct all the way to Florida? Nice.
Yeah. So I go, okay, cool. All right, I'm like, all right. I have another movie. I'll watch another movie. I'll watch V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
I turn that shit on, and then all of a sudden, it's in like a different language, and I go, maybe it's just the beginning of this movie.
Yeah, because
right? It could be a different language, and then it goes into English. No, that wasn't the case. I fucking accidentally downloaded it in Thai.
What?
So like both my movies were fucked up.
Not pirate
so I didn't have.
You scallywag.
So like no, I bought them off of Google.
How? What? How did you buy them in another language like that?
No, so I bought them as the movie, but in the download section on YouTube. So you can download them on YouTube, but there's options where you can download them in different languages. So I accidentally didn't think about that.
The first one you got
stupid.
was like a visually impaired version, right?
Yeah, essentially.
And
there's only 2 options on there, which was it was really stupid. It had English and English. But I clicked the second English, and it killed the visually impaired thing, like narration.
All right.
And then the second one, I had to click English to listen to it in English. If you didn't, you just got fucking Thai.
That sounds unfortunate for you.
Yeah. So I spent my entire flight. Well, then while I'm on the flight, so I found that out. And I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do for, the other 4 hours, right? So then I just listened to like more music. and then I got tired of music, and then I started trying to figure out if I can log on
The
to
Wi-Fi on the plane.
like the Wi-Fi to watch movies
And you
on their
could.
fucking thing, and I did. I figured it out finally, and then I started watching fucking Jurassic Park,
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
and then
Good
the
one.
first one,
Good call.
the the original one. But yeah, that was my flight. But then that was my flight down. My flight coming up, I had
Figured out.
everything a-okay, and I watched all those movies, and it was
Dude,
it
whenever
was
I
prime.
fly, it's always like I put on something to listen to and I just sleep. That's my go-to. Oh,
I can't sleep on a plane.
anywhere. But I never sleep for a long time.
Yeah, I
and it
can't.
really fucks me up when I'm on a plane because like I go to sleep and I wake up and I don't know how much time has passed. So I'm just in this state of limbo of like how much more time on this flight because I've definitely slept from like takeoff to landing, but I've also slept for like 15 minutes one time on like a 4-hour flight, and then I was just like thinking we were going to be there soon for like 4 straight hours. It was awful.
You should have known by that time to fucking just fall
I can't
asleep.
always fall asleep, man.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep on planes. I can't fall asleep in cars. Oh, that's not true. I could probably sleep on a plane if I'm super fucking tired. Like say like if I was up for, let's just say like 20 hours and my flight was later in the night, I could probably fall asleep. Same like in a car probably. I fall asleep in cars if I'm really tired.
What seat you taking? Window, aisle?
If I had to choose an aisle.
Same here. I like the aisle seat, but then again, I don't know why I like the aisle seats. Like I'm a tall boy,
More room.
but everyone's moving up the fucking aisle, and like I never can actually like spread my legs out into the aisle, so I don't know why it matters. And
What you probably should get is instead of like you should just buy premium seats so you get a little extra
I
leg
should.
room.
And I've told myself like if I were to fly out of the country, that is what I would take. Like I was looking at plane tickets to Japan one time, and I was like, this is the one time I would ever splurge on an upgraded seat. Like I can deal with it flying anywhere in the country, but I usually will take layovers as opposed to direct flights, just for the express reason of like just moving a little bit, and it's cheaper usually.
Oh, I just get up and walk
I guess I
a
do.
little bit.
I don't know. I get used to my charter bus band life of just like stay in your seat kind of thing.
Oh,
Don't shit on the bus, you know.
Oh yeah, don't shit on the bus. Only take
Yeah.
peas.
They don't clear that tank.
Yeah.
Either way, let's
but
wrap
yeah.
this up.
All right. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit that
Yeah,
fucking
we have
bell.
2 subscribers right now, and I know both of them. 3, sorry.
Yeah, and one of
It's
them's
3
me.
because I know the third one now.
Oh,
it's
who's the
David.
third?
David Fridley. Yeah,
Oh,
the guy on the wall.
David. Oh,
Yeah,
hi David.
yeah.
Guy on the wall. Yeah. So like and subscribe and tell people about
Oh,
it.
by the way,
Hit
this is
the
episode
fucking
4.
bell.
As we never actually said
Oh
that
yeah.
in the beginning.
Oh my bad. We don't really need to tell
Yeah,
people
dude,
what
it'll be on
episode
screen.
this is.
It's fine.
Yeah. Also, follow my other podcast. It's called There's No Audience. You can find it anywhere you get your fucking podcasts. So just like tell people about both our podcasts so we can get out
Hell
there,
yeah.
yos.
All right.
Yeah. So
There you go.
right
Right
on. Right on. Wait, do I have to clap after this? Oh.